All right, nice job, boys. All right, hey, riders' parents, listen up for today's riders' meeting. All right, guys, head on back to staging. First go-round's coming up here in just a minute. Be sure to stop down in the Red Roof Building today and see Troy at the Snack Shack, closing out what's left in concessions. The Snack Man. He's got some hats and T-shirts for sale down there, as well as chips, soda, Gatorades, waters. So stop down there if you guys need to stay hydrated and grab something to drink. Troy has got you set up today. Down in the Red Roof Building, y'all. All right, looks like Moto 1 locked and loaded, ready to go up there. 7-8 local open. First go rounds, here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing down and we're rolling out there. Moto 1, 7-8 local open. Tingham, Rogers, Bross, Patrick the third, and Bad Barbie. Yeah, bringing the crew downtown. Bad Barbie out front with a whole shot. Head down into Bermzilla. Yeah, coming down that 2 straightaway. Looking at 2 moving on here out of the first go-round. 7-8 local open. Right now it's Bad Barbie and that Rogers girl, Miracle Girl, out there in the 2 spot. Heading down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Again, top 2 moving on. And it's looking like Bad Barbie's checking out right now. She brings it down that back straightaway. Rogers there with her on the 2 spot. I think that's what we're going to get. Rogers and Donald moving on out of Moto 1. Moto 2, 11-12 local open out there. Michelson, Chow, Stewart, Teague, Dawson, Allison, and Williams. It's got to be Rocket Ray out front right now, coming on that 3 straightaway. Yeah, Stewart out front right now, taking 2 more with him. As we head on into that final turn, Stewart. Yeah, battle's going to be for 2 and 3 back there. I see the J bike. That's a 27 bike. 27 and the 25 moving on through. That's Teague and Michelson moving on with Rocket Ray out of Moto 2. Moto 3 out there, 13-14 local open. Gray, Takanaga, Parham, Geiger, and Millman. First rack of 2 out there right now, heading on into Bermzilla. Let's see who's got the whole shot going on here as we head down that second straightaway around the double wide turn. It's not the tower turn anymore, it's the double wide turn. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Takanaga out there in the 2 spot. That's what we're looking for. Top 2 moving on. Yeah, I suppose. 30 bike in the Gold Cup 2 moving on. Takanaga and Gray out of Moto 3. Moto 4 out there, 13-14 local open. Lane, Wettendorf, Prestige, and Pepin. And we got Neenah, Wisconsin, and Menasha, Wisconsin down here in the house today. Thanks, guys, for coming down, racing the rock. Getting out of that final turn, headed back this way. Again, top 2 moving on. Second go-rounds, we'll combine them up and take 4 more. But we got the NAG 14 moving on with the State 1. It's got to be Jason Pepin and Wettendorf. And welcome down to Rockford, Jason. 15-16 local open. Moto 5 out there. Chester, Takanaga, Basage, and more. It's got to be the Cyborg out there. Where's the Cyborg been? I haven't seen him race out here in a few weeks. Coming back this way, the Cyborg's in there, taking that one and only. Out of Moto number 5. Moto 6 out there. 15-16 girls cruiser. Whitby, Gifford, Henderson, and Michelson. Yeah, it's got to be Gifford jumping out front in a hurry. She's got the whole shot going on around that 2-turn we going. That's what we're looking at. One rider moving on here out of Moto 6. Yeah, it's probably because she got some concession stand potato chips down there. Gifford coming back this way. She's going to take that one and only here out of Moto 6. 7 out there, 11 cruiser, Hertel, James Pearson, and the Viper. Yeah, it's got to be the 2 bike out front right now. Castillo Pearson here from Chicago, Illinois. Heading on that 3 straightaway. Airborne BMX colors getting it done in the top spot here as we head on into turn 3. Oh, he's got company. Company in the 2 spot. The Viper trying to reel him in here as we head down that back straightaway. Across the line we go. Here comes the Viper. Charging hard to the stripe. The Viper getting it done. Williams taking that one and only. Out of Moto 7. 15 cruiser out there, Moto 8, Tyndall, Henderson, and Michelson. Total points action here in 15 cruiser. Three bike in the Gold Cup 2 coming on through. Gold Cup 2 takes the low point. Tyndall, Henderson, Michelson, 1, 2, 3 out of Moto number 8. Moto 9 out there, 17-20 cruiser, Henderson, Moore, and Ferguson. Oh. Went down that 3rd straightaway into the final turn. That's got to be Ferguson out front right now. A 1 bike. Looking for that one and only. Ferguson out of Moto 9. 10 out there, 51-55 cruiser, Barnes, Carroll, Schley. Ooh, look at this. Carroll sits down in the first turn. Well, yeah, coming on that 2 straightaway. It's got to be Schley out there in the 3 spot trying to get Carroll down this 3rd straightaway. Brandon showed up with some speed today, man. Wow. Yeah, I noticed that. Coming down that back straightaway, Barnes on the top spot. Schley on the 37 bike, and Carroll coming on through with a track champ 12. Do I really? Nice. Okay. 56-60 cruiser, right, Mayfield, Pulaski. Oh, yeah, good battle going on in that back straightaway. Mayfield coming on through. Mayfield in there with a low point. Yeah, I think that's right out there. 29 bike with a 2 and Pulaski with a 3. Out of Moto 11. Wow. Moto 12 out there, 5 and under novice. Anderson, Bross, Crocker, Whitlow are on that 2-turn we go. I think that's Carson Crocker out front right now, 282 bike. No. Yeah, and out of that final turn here, looking for one rider moving on. Looking like the 282 bike, Carson Crocker, he's gone. Yeah, Crocker taking that one and only out of Moto number 12. 13 out there, 6 novice. Got Green, Campton, Hillier, and Strissel all bunched up here towards the front. Here we go. Yeah, headed on that 2 straightaway. That's got to be the 193 198 bike. That's Joshua Hillier out front right now, coming down that 3 straightaway. I believe 3 of these 4 riders are brand new riders out here. Look at this. Joshua Hillier is gone. In and out of that final turn we go. Yeah, Hillier coming back this way. He's got company on the 2 spot, but Hillier trying to hold on to that one and only qualifying spot. The 198, Joshua Hillier taking that one and only out of Moto 13. 14 out there, 7 novice, Crocker, Salinger, Danhoff, and King. Yeah, heading around that 2 turn and down the 3 straightaway. It's got to be Fly Zone colors out front right now. I think that's John Salinger, the 551 bike. Coming down that back straightaway, Salinger on the top spot. He's going to bring it on through with the one and only qualifying spot here in Moto 14. Yeah, he went from being scared of the gate to picking up the first go-round transfers out there. Yeah, 526 bike out front right now. It's got to be Bam Bam, Roby, Tubbs, Lovett, Rabenak, and Matan. Oh, we lost a zip tie in that number plate. We'll get that sorted out. In and out of that final turn, we're looking at top two moving on. I see Renly, Tubbs out there in the 2 spot. Bam Bam, Roby leading the charge. So we head down that back straightaway. Bam Bam. Oh, second qualifying spot up for grabs here. Roby coming on back this way to the stripe on the 526. He's in there. And Tubbs going to hold on to it by an eyelash with Roby. Nice race down that back straightaway in Moto 15. 16 out there, 13 novice, Hayward, Allison, O'Leary, and Spate. Heading down that 3 straightaway. I see twisted colors out front right now. I think that's Allison Hayward on the 627 bike. Yeah, Hayward bringing it on back this way. Looking for one rider qualifying out here in Moto 16. That's going to be the 627, Allison Hayward. 2635 novice, Whidbey, Burkett, Danhoff, Newton, and Bloom. Yeah. Coming on that back straightaway, 2635. Yeah, the 648's in there. Burkett with the 300. Stephen Danhoff moving on to Moto 17. No, look out, Moto 18. 7 inner out there. Newton, Bros, Tingham, Nusser, Scootin' Newton. Patrick to 3rd, Whitlow, and Wynn. We got the track champ out there in the top spot. Yeah, track champ 1 colors out there. Scootin' Newton, Fly Zone style on the top spot. He's looking for 2 more with him. Now, this guy just turned intermediate, just got the 10th win. Look at him leading the intermediate class around the track. Here we go. Coming back this way, it's got to be Scootin' Newton in there. Well, look at Saucy Brossy Jr. on the State 10 and the 67 of Bentley Nusser. Man. Saucy Brossy Jr. showing up with some speed first go round. All right. 8 inner out there, Moto 19, Campton, Lance, and Williams. Coming down that back straightaway. That's Campton, I believe, on the 225. Campton's in there with a low point, and Racing Grayson with a 2. And my man, Fearless Finn, back on the track. What's up, Finn? Good to see you out there, buddy. Was he smiling? All right. Nice job, Finn. 9 inner out there, Moto 20, Fahey, Michelson, Gustafson, and Simmons. Yeah, and out of that final turn we go. Headed down the back straightaway, looking for one rider moving on here. Our first go around, a 9 inner. Looking like the 195, Joseph Gustafson crossing the line. He's going to take that one and only out of moto number 20. 21 out there, 11 inner, Wick, Pastel, Chow, and Henderson. Oh, the Wild Man. What the Wild Man's he's got to feel all out of sorts, man. No double cheeseburger to start the day for the Wild Man today. Yeah, coming on through 65 bike. He's going to take that one and only out of Moto 21. Change it up with a Gator. I think he got the barbecue chips and the bomb pop for breakfast. Yeah. He got the sugar rush. 15 are out there, 22, Tebessing, Chesser, Zimmerman, Bruner, and Millman. Yeah, I see a State 4, State 5 out there battling. Here we go. Coming back this way to the stripe. A State 4 in there. Jonathan Tebessing. He's going to cruise on through with the 152. Zimmerman Moving on to Bessing out of Moto 22. 23 out there, 17-20 inner. Russell Flood, Lance Collins, Meekum, and Roby. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway in the final turn. Yeah, all bunched up here. We're looking at 2. Meekum on the bubble in that 3 spot. And I got the 326 and the 60 coming on through. It's got to be Collins and Flood out of Moto 23. 24 out there, 36-40 inner. Pastel, Zimmerman, Street, and Tubbs. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Zimmerman doing a little shopping in that 2 spot. Heading on into turn 3. Zimmerman moves up to the top spot. Oh, yeah. Closing that door up tight. Let's see if it'll stay closed on that back straightaway here across the line to the stripes. Zimmerman's going to get it done. 104 bike out of Moto 24. 41-45 inner out there. Bertram Jr., Barnes, and Wynn. Yeah, Wynn leading the pack here as we head down that 3rd straightaway. Wynn's got it going on here out of turn 3. That's Bertram Jr. out there in the 2 spot. Candyman Barnes in the 3 as we bring it on back this way. Wynn's going to take that low point out of Moto 25. 26 out there, 56 and over inner. Takanaga right, Pulaski. It's got to be Takanaga out front right now. Yeah, Papa Takanaga racing out here. Haven't seen him race so much this year. Still looks pretty fast to me. Wright and Pulaski agree. Now coming down that back straightaway, Wright and Pulaski charging hard here. Back to the stripe we go. Here comes Wright. Oh, I think Wright, Takanaga, Pulaski is what I saw. Yeah, Wright, Takanaga, Pulaski, 1, 2, 3. Back straight Pulaski had a good look, but man, it was a tight squeeze on that back straightaway. 8 Girls Expert 27, Donald Rogers Henderson. Got Cupcake and Sunflower out there. Yeah, it's got to be Sunflower Henderson, the 1 bike coming on through. She's going to take that 1 and only out of Moto 27. Heard there's some new one-way jerseys in the making down there. Yeah, I heard they're going to look pretty sharp too. Yeah. 15-16 Girls Expert 28 coming back this way in a hurry. That's got to be Ceresa with a low point. Yeah, Parham, Gifford, 1, 2, 3 is what we had in 28. 29 out there. 10 Expert, James, Hertel, Teague, Williams, Averill, and Farr. Again, Colton Averill here from Valparaiso, Indiana. Yeah, welcome down to Rockford, guys. Thanks for coming down. Yeah, out of that final turn, I think that's Levi Teague out there, 25 bike. Teague coming back this way, taking one more with him. Oh, here comes the Hunter across the line, charging to the stripe. The Hunter, Tarn James, gets it done out of 29. Nice work, man. 30 out there, 11 Expert, Williams, Pearson, and Dawson. Total points action here in Moto 30. Heading on into that final turn. I think that's Castile Pearson out there on the 2 bike. He's got it going on up front. Well, don't count out the Viper. Here we go. Coming back this way to the stripe. Pearson, Williams, 1 and 2. Ooh, close battle, but Pearson is going to get the lap. Williams with a 2, Dawson with a 3. Man, good racing going on out here. I'm glad we had this race today. Been missing all this action. 13 Expert, 31, Geiger, Swain, Gray, Lane, Stewart, Takanaga. It's got to be Gold Cup colors out front right now. The Gold Cup 2 with Takanaga coming on back this way. Takanaga in there with a 30 bike. It's got to be LC, Dewan Gray.
After we're done first round, don't wait too long. We'll get them back up and try to keep it going.
Yeah, guys, first go-rounds, the end of first go-rounds, be ready to go. Second go-rounds we're going to get into right after first. Yeah, 14 Expert out there, Moto 32, Pep and Prestige, Wettendorf and Beard. Heading down into Bermzilla. Again, we got Menasha and Neenah, Wisconsin in the house. Carol Stream as well. Oh, man, I don't know about that one. Coming down that 3rd straightaway into the final turn. It's got to be Wettendorf gone out there, the Nag 14 bike. Yeah, Wettendorf's in there. That 1 and only out of Moto 32. 33, 15 Expert. Stacked up 8 wide here as we head out of Bermzilla down that 2 straightaway. Dahl, Takanaga, Henderson, Moore, Tyndall, Farr, Suter, and Niesman. Down that 3 straightaway we go. Top 3 moving out of first go-round here in 15 Expert. Heading on into that final turn. Oh, little bump, little run on that back straightaway here. Top 3 moving on. Let's see what we got here. The 24 bike 13 and the Gold Cup 3. Wow. Takanaga, Henderson, and Farr all moving on out of 33. 34 out there, 1720 expert, Arrington, Dahl, Basage, Henderson. It's got to be Basage out there, the 5 bike out front. Yeah, Basage got it going on, coming down that back straightaway. Yeah, coming on through. Basage taking that one and only out of Moto 34. Guys, second go-round. Second go-rounds, be ready to go. Second go-rounds, be ready to go. Yeah, Strider's on the track right now. Bailey Moore, Max Wynn, the one-on-one paddle battle going on. Guys, be sure to stop down to see Troy. He does have a couple of T-shirts left and some hats. So grab you something while you can. Shirts and hats. Oh, look at Troy. He's the snack man down there today. Sodas, Red Bull, Gatorade, water, potato chips. Maybe a couple of candy bars. He's also got some used car stereos down there. So stop down there, ask Troy what he's got lined up for some concessions goods down there. Gatorade, sodas, waters, plenty of beverages down there. Yeah, we got Bailey Moore, Max Wynn out there, one-on-one paddle battle. And guys, second go-rounds. Second go-rounds, be ready to go. Second go-rounds, be ready to go. Yeah, coming on back to 646 bike. Max Wynn's in there. Nice job, Max, in the 579. Bailey Moore coming on through. Nice job, Strider Riders. Yeah, guys, second go-rounds. Head on up to staging. Second go-rounds. We're going to get right back into the action here pretty quick. Guys, second go-rounds motos are live. Do us a favor. Make sure you refresh those browsers. But second go-rounds motos are live. And, yeah, we will get into second go-rounds here pretty quick. So if you're not back there already, head on back to staging, guys. Second go-rounds coming up quick. All right, second go-rounds. Here we go. Moto 178 local open out there. We are rolling. Tinjum, Bross, Patrick the third. Yeah, heading down that first straightaway into turn one. That's got to be Patrick the third out front. Yeah, 131 bike on the charge on that 2 straightaway. That's got to be Midwest Militia Colors out there in the 2 spot. That's a 531 Cash Money. Coming down that 3 straightaway to the final turn we go. Looking at top 2 moving on here out of Moto 1. And it's looking like Patrick the third, Cash Money. Got a good battle going on up front here as we head down that back straightaway. Yeah, that's how it's going to go. Patrick the third, Cash Money, Tinjum moving on out of Moto 1. Moto 2 out there, 11-12 local open. Kachow, Dawson, Allison, Williams. Hayward, I should say. Her name is still backwards on my sheets. Allison Hayward. Yeah, coming on that back straight. Top 3 moving on here, the 141. It's got to be Dawson cruising on through with Williams and the State 10. 217, the 141, and the State 10 all moving on. Out of Moto 2, 11-12 local open. 3 and 4 combined up here. We should have Parham, Geiger, Millman, Prestige, and Lane that are combined up. So we head down that back straightaway. Yeah, 2 bike out there. It's got to be Prestige. He's going to bring it on through with Parham, Hawk Lane, and the 22, I should say, of Geiger. So again, Parham, Geiger, Lane, and Prestige all moving on out of Motos 3 and 4. 5 out there, 15-16 local open. Chester, Takanaga, Moore. It's got to be the Gold Cup 3 out there. That's got to be Takanaga on the top spot. He's going to bring it on through with the 19, Track Champ 19, that is, of Moore out of Moto 5. Moto 6 out there, 15-16 Girls Cruiser. Michelson, Henderson, Whidbey. It's got to be Whidbey up front right now, coming on that 3 straightaway. Whidbey leading the charge down there into turn 3. We got Cupcake Henderson and Ensley Michelson out there with her. So we head down that back straightaway. Yeah, Whidbey is going to bring it on through with the 1 of 2. Looks like Cupcake Henderson out there is going to take that second qualifying spot out of Moto 6. Moto 7 out there, 11 Cruiser. Looks like Hertel, James, and Pearson heading down that 3 straightaway. Yeah, it's Pearson out front right now. Hertel in that 2 spot. The Hunter. Look at the Hunter. Look at him. He's out there just shopping, just waiting for a spot. Coming on that back straightaway. Here we go. The Hunter looking to pull the trigger as we come on back to the line. Oh, I think James got it. We got to take a look at that one. Cody Paris, we need you. We got to take a look. I think the Hunter got it, man. We'll see how my eyes are. We'll test him. Gold Cup 2 coming on through with a low point, the 3 and the 27. I'm calling review on Moto 7, guys. 11 Cruiser. We'll let you know who got it. I think that, personally, the Hunter got it, man. We'll see. Cameras don't lie. Cody Paris is on it. Stand by for the results. 17 Cruiser. Yeah, A-Bike's coming on through. Henderson with Moore on the 280 bike. That's how it'll go to moto number 9. 10 out there, 51-55 Cruiser. Barnes, Schley, and Carroll. Chucky. Oh, you're lucky, man. Charles, you're lucky, man. Coming on that back straight. Look at this battle going on up front right now with Schley and Barnes. Man, Troy Schley up there. He's going to bring it on back for the low point. Schley getting it done. He's all tied up. 3 points each with the Candyman. Wow. Midnight Shadow is off the track. 56-60 Cruiser out there, Moto 11 should have Mayfield, Wright, and Pulaski. Coming on back this way. Oh, yeah, Mayfield leading the charge. Mayfield coming on back this way. No, that's Wright coming on back this way. So Wright and Mayfield will be all tied up 3 points each. Pulaski on the 3. Moto 12 out there. 5 and under novice, Anderson, Bross, and Whitlow. Went down that 2 straightaway. That's got to be the State 1 out front right now. That's Princess Whitlow in the top spot. Yeah, Princess Whitlow heading down that 2 straightaway with a 330. I'm sorry, the 031. Jude the Dude out there. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. And little Piper Bross in the 525 heading down that 3 straight into the final turn. Right now, Princess Whitlow on the gas. Jude the Dude out there in the 2. So we head on back down that back straightaway. Is this Jude the Dude's first main he's making out there? Is that Jude the Dude's first main? Second main, okay. All right. Looking for another trophy. Princess Whitlow's in there. And we got room for one more as Jude the Dude's going to bring it on back on the 031 bike. Keep going, Jude. Keep going. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. You got it. Jude the Dude cruising on through. He's going to take that second qualifying spot. And Piper making sure she's smiling. She's smiling. She's smiling. Yeah, she better be smiling. Just making sure. Just making sure. 6 novice coming on through with a 514. Drew Campton on the top spot. 189 bike. Leonardo Green heading to the show. Yeah, nice job. Good try out there, Linden. Good try. Got 7 novice, 14 on the track right now. Crocker, Danhoff, and King heading down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Yeah, we got room for 2 top 2 riders moving on here. So we head down that back straightaway. Yeah, that's going to be the 49 bike. Kellyanna King, the 437 bike of Braley Crocker moving on a Moto 14. 15 out there, 9 novice on the track right now. Should have Matan, Rabinak, and Luther Lovett. Again, top two moving on to that main event, 9 novice. As we head down that 3rd straightaway, look at this battle going on up front right now. Top 2 moving on. I think that's the 192 out there. Yeah, Vincent Rabinak, he's going to bring it on through with a 41 bike. That's Luther Lovett moving on at a Moto 15. All right, guys, listen up. 11 cruiser. Oh, my eyes are not what they used to be. Moto 7 looks like Pearson and Hertel got the 2 transfer spots. So Tarn James did not get that transfer spot like I thought. That's why we got cameras. That's what you got to do. You got to take a look. 234 Hayward cruising on through with a 278 JP O'Leary out of Moto 16. 17 out there, 26-35 novice, Whidbey, Newton, and Bloom. Heading down that 3 straight in the final turn. That's got to be Newton out front right now. Coming back this way, Whidbey out there in the 2 spot. Yeah, Bloomy Bloom charging hard here. Across the line to the stripe we go. Here comes Bloom. Oh, Whidbey's going to get it by an eyelash. Newton and Whidbey moving on a Moto 17. 18 out there, 7 inner. Should have Newton, Tingham, Patrick the 3rd, Whitlow, and Wynn. Yeah, it's got to be Patrick the 3rd out front right now. Yeah, 131 bike leading the charge, taking 4 riders here out of Moto 18. Battle's going to be for that last qualifying spot. Nitro Newton. We got to start slamming Nitro some double cheeseburgers all winter. We got to get some size on that boy. He's a little guy. We got to get some size on him. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. Look at this battle going on up front here. Oh, new rider taking it over. That's Wynn out there. Lincoln Wynn, track champ, 18 colors. He's coming on through. Yeah, the 131's in there. We got the 152 and the 531. Good try out there, Nitro. Good try, buddy. He's giving it all he's got. Yeah, those are big kids out there, man. We'll bulk them up over the winter. We'll bulk them up. 8 inner out there, total points action here, Moto 19. Campton Lance and Fearless Finn. Yeah, heading down that back straightaway. Doodle Campton out there with a low point. Grayson Lance should have a 2. Grayson, your name was spelled correctly on the track champ board. Sorry about that one. 171 bike, Fearless Finn in there with a 3 out of Moto 19. 20 out there, 9 inner. Should have Fahey, Michelson, and Simmons. Top 2 moving on here. Meow Meow's got it going on out front. Yeah, it was pretty close to call, huh? I know. Got to look at the other one. 33 and the 19 moving on. Yeah. 11 inner out there, Moto 21, Pastel Chow and Henderson. Yeah, I said Tarn. I thought he got it, man. That was a close battle. Close call. 2 bike of Henderson coming on through with a State 10, Ka-chow. Yeah. Moving on out of Moto 21. 22 out there, 15 inner. Chesser, Bruner, and Millman heading down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Yeah, coming back this way. I think the 157's in there. Bruner with the... Oh, bar to bar, coming on that back straightaway. The 438's going to get it done. Jacob Millman's getting it done out there. I got a down rider in that first turn. Down rider's back up, guys. Make some noise down there in turn 1 if you can. Give him some support down there. That was a hard fall. 17, 20 inner, 23 coming back this way. I got Meekum on the top spot. Meekum's in there with Roby, the 40 bike. And we got room for one more spot as Jacob Lance, I believe the State 5, brings it on back this way. Colin Russell getting back up and moving. So Lance is in there. He's going to take that 3rd qualifying spot. You okay, Colin? I got the nod. He's all good. I got the nod. 24 out there, 36-40 inner. Not a total points race. The 485 and the 85 Mac Daddy. Matty still got it out there, if anybody was wondering. Still got it. No work boots today. He's got flip-flops on. Yeah. 41-45 inner, 25 out there, first go around. Wynn got the low point. Bertram Jr. got a 2. Barnes got a 3. Oh, good battle going on with Wynn and Bertram Jr. up front. Here comes Wynn back this way. He'll get it done one more time with a low point. 11 bike of Bertram Jr. with a 2. Barnes will take a 3 out there on a Moto 25. 26, 56 and over inner. Right, Takanaga, Pulaski. Around that 2 turn we go. It's going to be Stephen Wright out front right now, leading the boys down into turn 3. Takanaga trying to turn up the heat back there in the 3 spot. Oh, Pulaski, here we go. Right and back straight. Pulaski crossed the line and back this way to the stripe. Back straight Pulaski. Whoo! Back straight. He's got to do some clinics here next summer for back straight action. Man. So Wright's got 3 points going in. Pulaski's got 4. Pulaski might just swoop in and win her. We'll see. 8 girls expert, 27. Henderson, Donnell, and Rogers coming back this way. Bad Barbie in there with a 1 of 2. The 3 bike of Henderson taking that 2nd qualifying spot on a Moto 27. 28 out there, 15, 16 girls expert. Ceresa, Parham, and Gifford. It's got to be Ceresa coming back this way. Ceresa up front right now. Parham in that 2 spot. Gifford with a 3. That's how it'll go. A little repeat of first go around on a Moto 28. 29 out there, 10 expert. Should have Hertel, Williams, Averill, and Farr. Yeah, look at that 58 bike. What kind of kit is that out there? Colton Averill. Is that a 09 kit? Pretty sharp out there. Coming down that 3rd straightaway, top 3 moving on. Top 3 riders. I got Hertel on the top spot here in the 44 bike. Hertel, he's going to bring it on back. All bunched up here for 2, 3, and 4. Here comes Williams. 217 and the 58 are going to get it done. Wow, 217 and Williams went from 4th to 2nd. Just like that. He's in there with Averill and Hertel. Man, again, Colton Averill all the way here from Valparaiso, Indiana, guys. Thanks for coming down, racing the rock. 11 expert, Moto 30 out there, total points action. First go around, Castile Pearson got the low point on the 2 bike. He's going to bring it on back. One more time here, the 36, the Viper, gave it a good run, but he'll get a 2 out there, and Miles Dawson with a 3 on a Moto 30. 31 out there, 13 expert, Geiger, Swain, Lane, and Stewart. Yeah, Rocket Ray. What kind of jackets he got on? Some kind of award-winning jacket? That is an Illinois State Fair hot dog champion jacket he's got on right there. Hot dog eating champion. 58 bikes in there with a 22. He's going to get it done. Geiger. Man, Stewart, Lane, and Geiger moving on. Good battle on the back there. 14 expert, 32 Beard, Pepin, Prestige coming on back this way. We got the 6 bike of Beard in there with the State 1 moving on through. It's got to be Jason Pepin moving on with Beard out of Moto 32. 33 out there, 15 expert, Dahl, Moore, Tyndall, Suter, and Niesman. Yeah, this one's 8 wide. It'll be 7 wide come main event time here in 15 expert. That's going to be a heater. I'm calling it right now. You know, out of that final turn, coming back this way, I got Caleb Dahl on the top spot, taking 3 more with him. 33 bikes in there. That's got to be the C-Man, Colin Tyndall. And we got Suter and Niesman coming on through. Suter and Niesman moving on out of 33. 34 out there, 1720 expert, Arrington, Dahl, and Henderson. Down that 3 straightaway, that's got to be Henderson, the monster on the top spot. Heading on into that final turn. Yeah, it's got to be Arrington out there in the 2 spot. He's got company coming here on the 3. Arrington and the 3 bike coming back this way to the stripe. Whoo, Arrington. I think he got it by an eyelash. Arrington moving on with Henderson out of Moto 34. That leads us back to Striders. Moto 35 out there, one-on-one battle with Bailey Moore and Max Wynn. And we might need somebody to hand out some trophies down there. All right, Caro's coming down there. All right, guys, main event time. Main event time. Be ready to go. We're going to get into those mains. We're going to be out of here pretty quick today. Main event time. We'll be ready to go here after the Striders. All right, gates down, Striders on the track right now. Looking at Bailey Moore and Max Wynn. One-on-one paddle battle here as we head down the Rockford drop. Bailey Moore out front, heading down that first straightaway. Oh, yeah, we're bar to bar here as we head down that first straightaway. Yeah, it's got to be Max Wynn out front right now, coming on that 3 straightaway. Max Wynn, Bailey Moore, one-on-one paddle battle. Guys, we're going to be looking for some trophy card volunteers down here for the mains. Again, we cannot start those mains without trophy cards. So if we've got a handful of volunteers in the house that want to hand out some trophy cards to the kiddos, we could use your help, Hannah. Oh, Hannah's always the first to sign up, man. No, I'm good. All right, Max Wynn coming on back this way. He's got a drag race going on with somebody on the other side of the fence there. So we bring it on back this way. Wynn's in there. Good job, Max. Bailey Moore coming on back as well. And great job, Strider Riders. Lincoln, you better save that energy for the mains. You're going to need it. Bailey Moore coming on back. Guys, we got 1 certificate to give away down here real quick. If you could do me a favor and join me down at the starting hill. Head on down to the starting hill, guys. No, it's fine. All right, guys, where's my Midwest Militia team at? Let's get the Midwest Militia team down here. Midwest Militia, come on down here. We need some bodies down here. Ensley Michelson, always down here first. Always supportive. Hey, I need to see Mark Patrick III down here. Mark Patrick III. Yeah, we need to see Mark Patrick the third down here. Where's the rest of the team at? Let's get the Midwest Militia team down here. Come on down here, guys. Come on down. Oh, he's back in staging? Somebody holler for Mark Patrick the third. He's back there ready for the mains, man. He's following directions. Leah, we need Mark Patrick the third. You getting him? All right, we got him. Where's he at? Mark, you're kind of a big deal today, buddy. You're kind of a big deal today, dude. We got the rest of the team up here. Come on right up here to the white line, buddy. Right up here. Guys, come on down. Come on down and join me. Now, this guy races in one of the biggest, most competitive classes out here. He's had a good battle every single lap out here. So, celebrating his 10th win, this is a big deal for this guy. Midwest Militia team, let's all join in and making some noise for our newest intermediate rider, Mark Patrick the third. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Here, we'll get a picture real quick. Nice job, buddy. Team, if the team wants to come in here and grab a photo. Yeah, nice job. Big class. A lot of competition for him in that class, so this is a big deal, guys. Mark, what's your favorite part about racing BMX? What is it? Practice? What about racing with your buddies? What about your teammates? He said it's probably the teammates out there. Nice job. Hey, guys, one more time. Big round of applause for Mark Patrick III, our newest intermediate rider. Great job, buddy. A great job. All right, y'all, about that time, main event time. And then we'll get you out of here for some warm soup. Yeah, good job, Mark. That is too, man. It's a tough class. I see every single lap of that whole class this summer, and that's a tough one. Think about that sometimes. I see every single lap that happens out here. Every single race lap. All right, guys, main events. Main events, head on back to staging. Last call for the Snack Shack. Hey, Evie Swain, looking for you down in registration. Evie Swain, looking for you down in registration. Trophy cars, thanks, guys, for volunteering, helping us out. Hey, the total points races that come by, I'll let you know the results, okay? I'll read them off for you. All right. All right, main event time has arrived. Moto 1 out there, 7-8 local open on the track right now. Tinjum Rogers, Patrick the third, your newest intermediate rider, and Donald out there. Here we go, headed on that 2 straightaway. It's got to be Bad Barbie out front. Bad Barbie got it going on with a whole shot. Rogers out there with a 2 as we around that tower turn. Yeah, Bad Barbie. Yeah, leading the charge down into turn 3 here. Rogers on the 2 spot. That's got to be Patrick the third out there, podium 3. In and out of that final turn we go and headed down the back straightaway. I think that's how it's going to go here. Bad Barbie's going to bring it on in for the win. The Miracle Girl, Rogers with a 2. Patrick the third going upstairs. Oh, Patrick the third gets the 3 out there. That's Cash Tinjum going upstairs in the 531 out of Moto 1. Moto 2 out there, 11-12 local open. Michelson, Chow, Stewart, Teague, Dawson, and Williams. It's got to be Rocket Ray heading out of that final turn, coming back this way towards the tower. Rocket Ray in the top spot. Yeah, he'll bring it on through. Teague with a 25. The trophy cards, the 25 got the 2. 25 got the 2. Rocket Ray got the win out there. 13-14 local open. 8 wide here in the mains. Gray, Takanaga, Parham, Geiger, Lane, Wettendorf, Prestige, and Pepin. Yeah, headed down that back straightaway. That's got to be Wettendorf out front right now. Your Nag 14. Nag 14's coming on through. That's LC Gray with a 2 out there. Gold Cup 2 with Takanaga. The 2 bike. The 1 bike, State 1, 7 and 22 out of Moto 3. Moto 4 out there, 15-16 local open. Takanaga, Basage, and Moore. Total points action here for 15-16 local open. It's got to be Basage out front, heading out of that final turn. The 5 bike, Basage, he's going to bring it on through for the win. Gold Cup 3 out there. It's going to be Takanaga with a 2 and Moore with a 3 at a Moto number 4. Main Moto 5 out there, 15-16 girls cruiser. Henderson, Gifford, and Whidbey. It's got to be Gifford out front, coming on that 2 straightaway. Yeah, Gifford running the show here as we head out of the tower turn. Whidbey out there with a 2. It's got to be Henderson with a 3 as we head down that 3rd straightaway. Into that final turn, Gifford looking for the win here. This was not a total points race. Trophy cards, how they cross the line is how they'll finish up on the day. Gifford coming on back this way with a big win. Whidbey's going to get a 2, and Henderson a 3 out of Moto 5. Moto 6 out there, 11 cruiser, Hertel, Pearson, and Williams. Yeah, it's got to be the 2 bike, Castile, Pearson out there, Airborne BMX colors. Heading down that 3rd straightaway. The Viper out there, the 005, trying to reel him in down that 3 straight in the final turn. Yeah, Pearson, Williams, 1 and 2. Here we go, coming on that back straightaway. Pearson, Williams, Hertel, Pearson, Williams, Hertel, 1, 2, 3 out of Moto 6. Hey, just a heads up down there in the back straightaway. Just a heads up, got to be on the inside of the fence down there. Yeah, we had somebody get run into down there, so we try to clear that finish line up. '15 cruiser out there, Moto 7. Ooh, little bump, little run down that back straightaway. Well, looks like the Gold Cup 2 out there is going to get the low point win. Tyndall. Henderson on the 3 is going to get the 2, and Michelson on the 27 is going to get the 3. So trophy cards, Gold Cup 2, 3, 27, 1, 2, 3 at a Moto 7. Moto 8 out there, 17-20 cruiser, Henderson, Moore, and Ferguson. It's going to be Ferguson up front coming back this way. This is not a total points race. Ferguson's going to get the win out there, the A bike, taking the 2, and Moore on the 280, taking the 3 at a Moto 8. Moto 9 out there, 51-55 cruiser. Barnes, Schley, Caro. Barnes and Schley are all tied up. 3 points each. We're bar to bar on that 3rd straightaway. Heading on into the final turn. Oh, Candyman and Schley. How did Schley go that low in turn 3? Here we go. Bar to bar across the line and back to the stripe. Give it to Schley. Troy Schley taking the win down that back straightaway. Barnes with a 2. Nice race out there. Whew. Man, Moto 10, 56-60 cruiser out there. Wright and Mayfield all tied up. Oh, no, Wright. Wright popped the clutch down that first straightaway. So Mayfield, man, coming back this way. Looks like. So trophy cards, listen up. The State 3 gets the win. The 20 of Pulaski got the 3rd. So 20 of Pulaski got the 3rd place finish. And the 29 of Stephen Wright still got the 2nd. What happened, Steve? Oh, he's got the rubber leg going on. Rubber legs will get you every time. 500 novice, Moto 11, Anderson, Crocker, and Whitlow headed down that 3 straightaway. That's got to be the 282 bike out front, Carson Crocker. Crocker looking for a big win here. Princess Whitlow out there with a 2, and Jude the Dude out there with a 3. So we head down that final straightaway. Yeah, buddy. Carson Crocker. 282 bike coming on through. He's going to get the big win out there. Princess Whitlow with a 2. And Jude, the dude, he will rack up the 3. Yeah, keep going, Jude. You got it, buddy. Keep going. You got it. You got it, Jude. Keep going, buddy. Yeah, coming on through. Nice job. Jude, the dude, coming on through with a 3. Nice job, Jude. 6 novice out there, Moto 12. Green, Campton, Hillier. Yeah, the 198 bike, Joshua Hillier. Another brand new rider out here. He's bringing home the win. 5:14 of Drew Campton takes the 2. And Leonardo Green, the 189 with a podium 3. Nice job, Leonardo. Yeah, Moto 13 out there. 7 novice, Crocker, Salinger, and Kellyanna King. It's got to be John Salinger out there. 5:51 bike on the top spot. So we head in and out of that final turn. Salinger's going to bring it on back this way. I think that's Kellyanna King out there with a 2. Braley Crocker out there with a 3. That's how it'll go. Salinger, King, Crocker, 1, 2, 3 out of Moto 13. Moto 14, 9 novice, Rabenak, Lovett, Roby, and Tubbs. Oh, that's got to be my man Renly Tubbs out front right now. Bam Bam out there with a 2 spot. So we head around that tower turn and down towards turn number 3. Right now it's all Renly Tubbs on the gas. So we move on into turn 3 here. Bam Bam on the 2 spot. He's going to try to reel in Tubbs, but, man, I don't know. The best-dressed man in BMX coming back this way. What once was white is now off-white, slightly yellow in that jersey kit. But that's because he races hard, man. Gets it done out there. Roby, going to get the 2 out there. So, again, big win goes to Renly Tubbs, 262 bike. Roby got the 2 out there. Oh, no, he broke a chain down on the finish line? Uh-oh. Heads up, guys. Yeah, guys, move it off the track. You got company coming. Got the 627. Allison Hayward's going to get a win here. 234. Jackson Hayward gets a 2, and J.P. O'Leary a 3. And, yeah, somebody broke a chain down there. Telling you, those guys race hard. 26-35 novice, 16. Whidbey, Burkett, Danhoff, and Newton. Down that back straightaway we go. I think that's James Burkett, 648 bike. He's going to bring it on through for the win. Burkett, 300 bike. It's got to be Steve Danhoff with a 2, the 577 bike, and Matt Newton with a 3. And Whidbey, the 25 bike, with a 4 on a Moto 16. Oh, 17 out there, 7 intermediate. Bros, Tingham, Nusser, Newton, Patrick the 3rd, Whitlow, and Wynn. That's got to be the track champ out front right now. Brand new intermediate rider. Conrad Newton leading the charge on that 3rd straightaway into the final turn. Oh, he's got company. New rider taking over. Saucy Brossy Jr. taking over. Here we go. Bar to bar on that back straightaway. Across the line and to the stripe. The track champ will get the win. Saucy Brossy Jr. with a 2. Oh, Wynn squeezing on through for the 3. Man, I got Wynn getting the 3. Is that what you guys got?
18. Yeah.
Track champ 18. Track champ 18 got the 3. Bam Bam, you want to grab your bike down here real quick? We'll get that cleared up just in case. Man, how about 7 inner out there? Wow. 8 inner. Moto 18 coming on back this way. The track champ 10 getting the win. That was a tiebreaker. Campton taking the 2. Williams got the 3 out there. Main Moto 18. Main Moto 19, 9 inner. Michelson, Gustafson, Simmons. Heading down that 3 straight away. Meow Meow out there doing a little shopping on the 2 spot. So we move on into turn 3. Yeah, it's got to be Gustafson out front, the 195 bike coming on back this way. Back to the stripe. Gustafson's going to get the win. Meow Meow with a 2. And Michelson in the 19 with a 3 at a Moto 19. 9 inner. 11 inner out there, Moto 20. Wick Chow, Henderson. The wild man got it going on out front right now. Coming down that 3 straight away into the final turn we go. Yeah, the 65 Liam Wick out front coming back this way. Trying to hold on to that win. He's got Henderson coming. The Star trying to reel him into the 2 bike. Here comes the Star. Charging hard to the stripe. The Star. Oh, Wild Man. The last second stretch from the Wild Man got it done. Man. I don't know. What do you want to look at it? Hey, Wildman and Henderson. We're going to take a look at that on the cameras just in case. So Wildman, Wick, and Henderson. Hang out by registration for a second. We're going to take a look at that on the cameras. So Moto 20, Liam Wick, and the star, Henderson. Hang out by registration for a second, guys. We're going to take a look at that one. 15 enter, Tebessing, Zimmerman, Bruner, and Millman. Coming back this way, the 60 bike. 60 bike takes the win out there. That's Flood. Flood got the win. Meekum got the 2 out there. 36-40 enter out there. Zimmerman, Street, and Tubbs. It's got to be Zimmerman. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Zimmerman up front right now. Yeah, buddy. In and out of that 3rd turn. Not a total points race. Zimmerman and Tubbs. Good battle out there today. Zimmerman's going to win the war. Tubbs going to take a second. Mac Daddy Matty with a 2 out there in Moto 23. 24, 41, 45 enter. Win. Bertram Jr. and Barnes. 1, 2, 3s. We had first and second go round. And this one should seal the deal on the win for Win. 106 bike. Heading out of that 3rd turn. Win, Bertram Jr., Barnes, 1, 2, 3s. How that'll finish up in Moto 24. 25 out there, 56 and over enter. Well, this one's all over in the points. Wright sitting on 3. Pulaski sitting on 4. Takanaga sitting on 5. Yeah, look out. Back straight Pulaski. Starting to get a good look at it. Wright said he's got the rubber legs going on out there. We'll see if Pulaski can reel him in down that back straightaway. I don't know. Wright's got a good run going here. In and out of that 3rd turn, heading back this way. Wright, Pulaski, Takanaga. That's how it's going to go. Trophy cards. 100 bike gets the win. 73 takes the 2, and 205 takes the 3 out of Moto 25. 26 out there, 8 girls expert. Donald Henderson. Cupcake and Sunflower out there in this one as we head down that 3rd straightaway into the final turn. Bad Barbie, your Nag 13, leading the charge. Yeah, no total points going on here. Coming down that back straightaway. How they cross the line is how they'll finish up. Bad Barbie's going to get the win out there. The 1 bike of Henderson takes the 2. Cupcake gets the 3 out of Moto 26. 27 out there, 15, 16 girls experts. Ceresa, Parham, Gifford. 1, 2, 3s we had. First and second go rounds. That'll seal the deal on this one for the day. So Ceresa, your Nag 4, is going to get the win out there. Parham on the 7 bike will take the 2. And Gifford will get a 3 out there. Made Moto 27. 28 out there, 10 expert. James, Hertel, Teague, Williams, and Averill. 25 bike of Teague's got it going on out there. Teague up front. Look at the Z-Man. Williams just turned expert not too long ago. He's out there in the 2 spot right now. Oh, he's got the Hunter Tarn James to deal with. James moving up into the 2 spot. Yeah, and out of that 3rd turn we go and headed down the back straightaway. Williams going to try to get him back here. So we cross the line. The 25 of Teague's in there with the win. James with the 2. The Z-Man with a podium 3. On a Moto 28, 29, 11 expert. Williams, Pearson, Dawson. 2 bike of Castile. Pearson's had a couple low points, but the Viper says, I just want to get him. I just want to get him 1 lap out here. Heading down that 3 straightaway. Williams got it going on up front right now. Pearson out there with a 2. As we head on into that final turn. Yeah, Pearson. Oh, big pass from Pearson in turn 3. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Trophy cards. How they cross the line is how they'll finish up. Pearson taking the win. Williams with a 2. Dawson with a 3. On a Moto 29. Well, we got 30 out there. 13 expert. Geiger, Gray, Lane, Stewart, Takanaga. Around that 2 turn we go and hit it on the 3 straightaway. It's got to be LC Gray, 30 bike out front right now. Moving on into turn 3. Yeah, LC Gray out there. He's got Takanaga to deal with on the 2 spot. Coming back this way. Takanaga charging hard. LC closing the door up tight, and that is why you can say you just got beat by a former track champ. LC getting the win. Takanaga, Rocket Ray, 2 and 3. Wow. 14 expert out there. Moto 31, Beard, Pepin, Wettendorf. Heading down that 3 straightaway to the final turn. Not a total points race here. All 3 riders qualified to get it. Wettendorf coming back this way in the Nag 14. He's going to get the win out there. The 6 bike of Beard and the State 1 of Pepin. On Moto 31. 32 out there, 15 expert, Dahl, Takanaga, Henderson, Tyndall, Farr, Suter, and Niesman headed downtown. Let's see who's got that whole shot going on. That's got to be, Henderson out there. 24 bike. No, it's got to be Gavin Farr. Gavin Farr out there in the whole shot. Coming down that 3 straightaway. Farr's got it going on as we move on into turn 3. Oh, he's got company here on the top side in turn 3. Coming down that back straightaway. Gold Cup 3 on the move. Farr out front right now. The Gold Cup 3 is going to sneak right around him in the 13. The Gold Cup 3 is going to take the win. Takanaga, Henderson, Farr, 1, 2, 3. Takanaga, Henderson, Farr, 1, 2, 3. Wow. 1720 expert, 33 in the track right now. Arrington, Basage, Henderson. It's got to be the 5 bike, the Cyborg, Julian Basage, heading around that second turn just like that. He's in the third turn. Basage coming on back this way. Looks like he's going to get the win out here in 1720 expert. Henderson with a 2, Arrington with a 3, and that will do it, guys. Thanks for coming out and racing with us. You guys wanted another race, and we had the weather to back it up, so we made it happen for you. And we had a couple races to make up there. Martin Meekum knows that one all too well with the monsoon rainstorm we had out here that we were going to try to run until lightning said otherwise. So listen up, 11 intermediate, took a look at the finish line. Liam Wick, the big stretch. Liam Wick, the wild man, got the wins. Henderson got a 2, and Chow got a 3. So I've never seen the wild man stretch like that at the finish line. Tell you what, it got him the win today. Wild man, where you at? Wild man, you got it. Finish line review, the wild man got it.